Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Oyster Bay Zoning Board of Appeals. Before we begin, I would like to brief you on some of the rules and procedures used during our hearings. And I'll start by saying that I am not the usual chairwoman. I'm subbing in, so please be patient and kind. I appreciate it. When the hearing number is called, the applicant or their representative will come to the podium. If that person is not an attorney, they will be sworn in by our executive secretary, and then they will present their case. The board members may or may not ask questions of the applicant. Prior to tonight's hearing, board members have visited most or all of the properties on tonight's calendar. At the conclusion of each applicant's presentation, we will ask if there are any interested parties who would like to speak either for or against the application. If so, they will be called up and sworn in and allowed to speak. We will then allow the applicant to give some brief rebuttal remarks to address any concerns of the interested parties. At that point, the hearing will be closed. Please note, we have a stenographer in the front of the room. She can only take one person's testimony at a time, so we ask please that you do not call out from the audience during testimony. We will give everyone an opportunity to be heard this evening. Sometimes our proceedings do not end until 1 a.m. or later. We do not anticipate that being the case tonight, but please rest assured either way, everyone will be heard. At approximately 9 p.m., our stenographer will have been typing for 2 hours, and we will take a 10-minute break. Now I'll ask everyone to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Cloninger, do we have any postponements tonight?
We do have two postponements. The first one is hearing number 9, Appeal 09-389, Upendra Gupta at 1 Linden Boulevard in Hicksville. And the second one is hearing number 17, Appeal 25-15, 2 Harvard Drive in Woodbury, and the name is Alexandru Kazma.
Is anyone here in the audience who wanted to be heard on either of those two applications? Okay, seeing no hands, I guess we
Very
can
good.
get started.
First case?
Please call the first hearing.
Okay. First case is hearing number 1, Appeal 25-2, Melissa Ryle, 7 Mohawk Drive, Massapequa.
Letters and photos.
Thank you. Hi. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
Yes, I do.
Your name and address, please.
Michael Palumba, architect, 80 Elizabeth Drive, Bethpage, New York, 11714. Good evening, Madam Chairwoman, members of the board. I'm appearing on behalf of Melissa Reel of 7 Mohawk Drive, Massapequa, New York. We are requesting a variance to maintain an existing gazebo, which is located in R17 zone and does not have the minimum required side or rear yard setback of 3 feet and exceeds the maximum permitted gross floor area of 2,930 square feet. Maintaining a 1-foot side yard setback, a rear yard setback of 1.3 feet, and a gross floor area of 3,446.2 square feet. The gazebo is just about 110 square feet. The existing fire pit and shed do not have the minimum required front yard setback of 25.1 feet along Mohawk Drive, maintaining a front yard setback of 4.5 feet to the fire pit and 1.9 feet to the shed. We're also requesting a variance for an existing 6-foot-high vinyl fence, which exceeds the maximum permitted height of 4 foot across the front yard along Mohawk Drive. And as you can see in the photos that were submitted to the board, the fence does not impede any sight lines or neighboring driveways along Mohawk Drive. There was a previous zoning board decision for this property, decision number 92-406, dated November 5th, 1992, for fencing that exceeded the permitted height in the front yard and side front yard along Mohawk Drive. We are also requesting that this decision be amended with our application this evening. Photos of the property, along with 5 consent letters, which includes the property owner directly east of the subject premises, has been submitted to the board. The property is well maintained, and the existing structures are consistent with the character of the neighborhood, and that completes our application.
Thank you, Mr. Palumbo. Did you say you have consent letter from the neighbor
Yes.
most impacted?
5 consents, including the directly affected neighbor to the east.
Very good, thank you. Is there anyone in the audience who wished to be heard on this application? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board members?
Just one question about the fence that's going to be relocated.
No, the fence is not going to be relocated. The fence is existing, and it's going to remain in the position that it's in.
Existing vinyl fence we relocated on
Oh.
the property.
Let me correct myself. Let me just look at that. Yes, presently it's about a foot off. I apologize, to the north, but that section will be relocated onto the property as required.
So, how's that gonna affect the shed, so you go up against the shed?
You'll still have 20 inches to the fence from the shed. So you'll still have clearance.
Other questions, Paul?
No.
Thank you. Is there any correspondence in the file?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion? Decision. Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded
Thank
to
you.
by our office. Thank you. Next, we'll have hearing number 2, appeal
I'm
number
sorry,
25-13, Michael Dugan, 38 Polo Road, Massapequa, New York.
I got thrown off.
All right.
Hi. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Your name and address, please?
Joseph Camerata, 476 Coolidge Street, West Hempstead, New York, 11552.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening, members of the board. Joseph Camerata, representing the architect and the owner for the property located at 38 Polo Road in Massapequa, also known as Section 57, Block 229, Lot 22, and we're located in R17 zone. The proposed project consists of a new second-floor addition and interior alterations to the first floor with a new front roof over the existing front porch, and an upgraded HVAC system. There is an attached one-story garage and a rear one-story addition that are remaining one-story with this project. There's also exists an above-ground pool with a deck that is to be removed due to disrepair as part of this project scope. We're seeking relief tonight from the restrictions in Chapter 246, Table 5.3, regarding the required front yard setback in relation to the determined average, the minimum side yard setback, and aggregate requirements. And as a result of the existing design, Section 4.4.2.1.2.3, regarding the permissible encroachment of eave overhangs and gutters. As it exists right now, the setbacks are not being diminished by what's existing at the house right now. The house is non-conforming. We would like to note that the board did previously hear a variance for this property back in 1996. Unfortunately, I don't have those records with me, but I would also like to note that the house, according to Nassau County, was built in 1951, and at that time did not require a variance. So there was code conformance at the time that the house was built. The proposed project does not skipped a part. We believe that the entire project as a whole improves the livability of the property and the home, allowing the owners to continue enjoying the neighborhood and community. And of course, with the diminished setback to less than 5 feet, New York State Building Code with regards to fire separation is being complied with as a matter of design.
Thank you. I think the prior variance granted a screened porch. So is this the roof over going over the existing screened-in porch? Is that what's happening?
No, the front porch was open, was not covered. We're just covering what's there existing. If there was a screened porch, we have an assumption, the architect and myself, based on the records that I have seen, that we think it was the rear addition that was converted. And that is part of the interior alterations that are being proposed with this project as well.
That tracks? Great, thank you. Okay, anybody in the audience who wishes to be heard on this application? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board members?
No.
Any correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Thank you. May I have a motion? Motion for decision? public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Next case is hearing number 3, Appeal 25-17, Adam Lapidus, 23 Pittsburgh Avenue, Massapequa. Hi. Raise your right hand. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Your name and address, please.
Michael Lipinski, 25 Hillside Avenue, Williston Park, New York, 11596.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, members of the board. My name is Mike Lipinski. I'm here representing Adam and Diana Lapidus, the homeowners of 23 Pittsburgh Avenue. Their property is located on the north side of Pittsburgh Avenue between Forest Ave and Seaford Ave in the R17 zoning district. Adam and Diana purchased the home back in 2014 as a young couple. They since built a family and grown deep roots in the community. From the time they bought the house, they envisioned eventually adding a two-car garage, a goal that has become more meaningful as their family has grown and the parking needs have evolved. Currently, the property has a small, undersized one-car garage. The interior of that garage is significantly obstructed by an existing chimney and a set of entry stairs from the garage to the house, which makes it nearly impossible to park a car and exit the vehicle safely, especially with children, now that they have children. In essence, the garage is functionally unusable for its intended purpose. The homeowners would like to expand the garage to allow for indoor parking for 2 vehicles, which would reduce the need for street parking and help keep their cars protected and improve the safety for their family. We are proposing a 179 square foot expansion to the existing garage, specifically extending 7.9 feet to the west, which brings the interior total width to 20 feet, the minimum necessary to accommodate 2 cars safely and practically. The expansion requires the following variances: a side yard setback of 6.3 feet, where 8 feet is required, a relief of 1.7 feet, an aggregate side yard of 16.6 feet, where 20 is required, a relief of 3.4 feet, an encroachment of the garage's eaves and gutters, and additionally, there's a variance for a plastic 32 square foot shed, which is too close to the property line. After speaking with Adam just before, we can remove that plastic shed and eliminate that variance in its entirety.
We're pulling that out of the application?
Yes, correct, yes.
So A is withdrawn.
Yes, if that's the plastic shed, then yes.
Okay.
We've thoroughly explored other options, including relocating the garage to the rear yard as an accessory structure. However, due to the narrow width between the house and the west property line, there's insufficient clearance for a vehicle to comfortably access a rear garage. Additionally, the costs associated with building a new detached garage were just financially prohibitive for the family. So it only made sense to kind of use what we had already had. We think that the proposed 1 foot or 1.7 foot yard encroachment is the minimum needed to achieve a functional 2-car garage. Every inch of the space kind of was carefully considered, ensuring that the layout is both efficient and safe. We don't think it's a case of overbuilding. We just think we were just trying to get the minimum size for that garage. And with the existing side of the house, we were just trying to bump out as little as possible to make the 2-car garage work. We believe this modest request will not alter the essential character of the neighborhood. In fact, several neighboring properties already have kind of this 2-car garage feature. One addresses 7 Pittsburgh Avenue. That's on the same side, the north side of Pittsburgh, in between the same cross streets. 15 Pittsburgh, again, same side of the street, the north side, and in between those cross streets, and 16 Pittsburgh Avenue, which is directly across the street. So we think a single-story 2-car garage or expansion, we think is keeping within the scale and the design of the nearby homes. So in summary, we respectfully request your approval of this variance. The Lapidus family's proposal addresses a unique hardship with a practical minimal solution that fits the neighborhood context. It improves the safety, functionality, and enhances the long-term livability of the home without causing detriment to adjacent properties or the public interest. I also have a letter for signatures. Adam had a consent letter, or I guess a consent letter. Adam had gone to his neighboring properties, so I can, I guess, issue this.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I will note that Adam did speak, or I guess the neighbor directly adjacent to the west recently had just gone under new ownership. I believe the house was just sold. Adam had said that he had spoke to the new homeowner briefly and had described the application to him, and it did not seem as though the neighbor had any concerns about the application.
Is that neighbor one of the signatures on the consent letter?
That neighbor is not one of the neighbors on the consent letter. The two addresses are across the street.
Okay. All right, well, we'll find out if they turned up tonight. Does that complete your application?
It does, and I'll field any questions from the board.
Great, thank you. Let's see first if there's anybody in the audience who wishes to be heard on this application. You're in the clear. Seeing any hands? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? Nope. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Next hearing is number 4, Appeal 25-25, Ian St. George, 577 Parkside Boulevard, Massapequa. Thank you.
Good evening, Madam Chairwoman, temporary members of the board. For the applicant, Steve Bertolino, 130 West Main Street, East Side, New York. I am an attorney, do not have to be sworn in.
Very good. Thank you.
So we have a lot of issues presented this evening. I just let the board know I did hand up 4 consent letters from the 4 neighbors adjoining the parcel, including any that would be most affected. Starting with the first item that I have on at least the denial or rejection letter, we have this 4-foot fence that goes on the east side of the property from the corner of the house to Chicago. So if this board is unaware, this is a corner lot. We've got 2 front yards. This vinyl fence that goes from the corner of the house towards Chicago is only 4 feet high. It is not a 6-foot fence. It does not interfere with the line of sight or the turning radius as one would go from Parkside making a right-hand turn onto Chicago. As you can see from the survey you have before you, the fence along Chicago is encroaching onto town property and is outside of the lot line. The applicant is aware that that fence has to be moved to the lot line. However, that fence varies in height. It goes from 4 feet on the front or northerly most end of it, and then after 2 or 3 sections, it then goes up to 6 feet. If you look at the survey closely, you can see the delineation of the 4-foot vinyl fence to the 6-foot vinyl fence. This particular one, the fence will be moved over to the lot line, and what I'm suggesting after speaking to the applicant, if the board saw fit with a slight amendment, I'd like to propose to the board that the applicant move the fence truly from the corner of the house, which would be the front line of the house. If we moved it back 6.5 feet, we would then have a 20-foot setback, if you will, from the corner of Parkside and Chicago, and that would even give greater line of sight. Although it's not a detriment right now, it would still be good if the board saw fit to grant this 4-foot fence instead of the 2.5-foot fence that you're allowed. We would then continue that 4-foot fence for the existing 2 sections before the 6-foot fence would start. So if you can just envision the fence as it exists, just being slid over towards the house, it would be on the lot line along Chicago Avenue. It would be about 6.5 feet further back from the front of the house. And if you see the designation on the survey listed as AC, we know that to be the air conditioning unit, that would put the fence just about in front of that air conditioning unit. So that would address the applications 1 and 2, or relaxation requests 1 and 2. The next one is with the shed. If you look to the corner of the property, you'll see this frame shed that's existing. It's about 1 foot and a half off the rear lot line, and it seems to be the corner of the shed is right on the lot line on Chicago Avenue. This shed, I'm told, is pretty much anchored in place. It's been there for some time. None of the neighbors have ever complained about it. You know, nature and character of the area, there are a lot of sheds and other structures that we see that are close to the lot lines as well. I don't think this would have any detrimental effect to the environment. Certainly, it is self-created. I just don't know where else we would put this shed in the yard, and the owner needs it for storage. Moving down to the next one, which is number 4 on my list, the same thing with the shed. It's the 3-foot rear yard setback, so they've called out the shed twice, but it's still the same shed. We just have the issues on the rear yard as well as on the second front yard with Chicago. Number 5 on my list is the proposed in-ground pool, and that in-ground pool is being proposed at approximately 20 feet off of the second front yard of Chicago. I can tell you that in keeping with the nature and character of the area, the neighbor right next door to the north, if we had a Google shot, you would see that the home on Connecticut, which is the property immediately adjoining the subject parcel, their pool's about 10 feet off of Connecticut Avenue, and their fence is right on the lot line. They, too, are a two-corner property. They also face Parkside, and their side yard is Connecticut. So when we're looking at the neighbor, we're looking for pretty much the exact same thing, except our pool will be further away from the lot line than was previously planned. I also have other grants that this board has given to other applicants. Again, maybe within 1,000 feet, I have one. I have a couple on the other side of Sunrise Highway. So I know sometimes this board sees fit to grant those applications. And in this case, I don't think that it's a big ask for the 20 feet on this particular property. Moving down to the next item is the proposed decorative bench. So if you look in the far corner of the property, which if you're looking at the survey would be the top right, you can see an existing roofed-over patio, also known as a gazebo. Inside the gazebo, it is labeled a fireplace. It has been converted to a decorative bench. My understanding is we're here tonight for the relaxation where the 2 corners of this gazebo pretty much are less than 1 foot off each lot line respectively for the side and the rear. The neighbor to the rear also has a gazebo in his back corner, so our gazebo butts up to his gazebo. Once again, keeping in nature and character of the area, that neighbor has no issue with our gazebo, we have no issue with his gazebo, and we have the letters of consent. Nobody seems to have an issue with this thing being there. I'm told the neighbor to the north has some kind of shed or playhouse in his corner, but I cannot see that as depicted on the survey. And when I try to pull it up on Google Maps, I just see trees. But that being said, I think this is a de minimis ask. It is an open gazebo. There is no living space inside. Nothing is enclosed in there. That pretty much covers it. I covered the decorative bench and I covered the gazebo at the same time. If I were to give you an overall, I would say none of these relaxation requests would have any environmental or adverse environmental impact. None of these are going to change the nature and character of the area, and there is really no other way that the benefit to the applicant can be achieved. However, I do have to admit that they are primarily self-created. So hopefully the board sees fit to grant, and if you have any questions, I'm here.
I just would note you didn't mention the pool equipment, which I'm assuming is still part of the application.
I did not. That means I skipped over it. My apologies. Yes, it is still part of the application, so thank you for that. And you can see the pool equipment is proposed pretty much in line with the pool at a 20-foot setback off of the second front. It would be behind the air conditioning unit if you're looking from the front property, which is Parkside. And again, if you go back to where I'm suggesting with the fence being moved a little bit back, it will be out of sight and it will be behind the fence on both front and second front sides.
And I just have to ask a couple of more questions about this converted decorative bench, not a fire pit, was a fire pit. Can you tell me a little bit more? I don't think I've ever had an application for a bench in front of us before that I recall.
I don't believe that it really should have been called out. I think it was called out in error. I don't believe that it really even requires a variance.
Okay,
Maybe a little overzealous on the zoner's part.
all right. Thank you for that. Anybody on the board have any questions?
How are the gazebos, is it the same as the neighbor?
No, I think ours is a little larger from what I can see.
Higher?
Higher, yes, it's larger and a little bit higher.
How long is, how long?
Good question, I do not know, Mr. Girardi, let me find out.
About 10 feet.
About 10 feet, so I'm
12's
told.
allowed.
Just so you know, that was the applicant who spoke, or I should say the owner who spoke.
And that's to code 10 feet. Yes,
Oh, it's 11.
11 feet.
They're allowed to be 12.
All right. Anybody else on the board have any questions? Anybody in the audience who would like to be heard on this matter? Seeing no hands, any correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Thank you. Motion?
Decision.
Decision? Somebody? Yes, decision. Motion for decision. Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded. That's usually my job.
Thank you, have a good evening.
No worries.
Next hearing is hearing number 5, Appeal 25-97, Jeffrey and Laura Hulse, 27 Tanwood Drive, Massapequa.
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board. Eric Snipus on behalf of the applicants with the law firm Greenberg Traurig, 900 Stewart Avenue, Garden City, New York. I am handing up an exhibit packet.
Thank you.
Contains an aerial photo, some photos of the property as they currently exist, as well as, most importantly, 2 consent letters of the abutting property owners and the most affected neighbors, those being 23 Tanwood Drive and 233 Riviera Drive West. So the Hulses have purchased this property. They bought and closed in 2023. Tonight's application represents the final piece of their multi-year total renovation of 27 Tanwood Drive, Massapequa. We are requesting variances in connection with a proposed in-ground pool and spa, as well as a variance for proposed 6-foot fence. 27 Tanwood is located at the northeast intersection of Tanwood Drive and Riviera Drive West in the Harbor Green section of Massapequa. As the property is a corner lot, it features 2 front yards under the town code. It's 10,000 square feet in lot area and located within the town's R110 zoning district, and improved with an existing 2-story dwelling that, as I mentioned earlier, underwent a total renovation by the Hulses so that Jeffrey and Laura can raise their 2 children, 7 years old and 9 months old? 9 months old. There's an existing 6-foot PVC fence that runs perpendicular to the western lot line from the northwest corner of the dwelling. They're proposing to complete their backyard by adding an outdoor kitchen, in-ground pool, and spa. As you can see from the aerial that I handed up, which is the first page of your exhibit packet, many of the properties in the surrounding area feature pools with comparable setbacks. The proposed pool is 16 by 30 feet with a 8 by 8 spillover spa, which will be located approximately 11 feet off the rear door of the dwelling. And we believe that if the pool was located any closer to the home, it would detract from the aesthetic quality of the pool, as well, and more importantly, pose a safety issue for the 2 children running around in the backyard. So we are requesting a 5-foot rear yard setback for the pool, where 10 feet is required. As for the spa, we're proposing a rear yard setback of 9 feet and a side yard setback of 5 feet, where 10 feet is required. The pool equipment, including the pool pump and the heater, which is usually the most objectionable, will be located on the east side of the dwelling and fully compliant with the town's setback requirements. And then finally, the area on the west side of the property from the existing PVC fence to Tanwood Drive is essentially dead space right now. So what the Hulses are proposing is to bump that closer to Tanwood, move that fence so that their children have a little bit more room to play. And as you can see from the exhibit, I believe it's the 4th photo, I can show the approximate location of where the fence will be. It's not going to obstruct traffic flow or obstruct anybody's sight line. That concludes my presentation. Happy to answer any questions the board may have.
Anyone have questions? Questions? No? Anyone in the audience wishes to be heard on this application? Seeing no hands, we'll entertain a motion.
Correspondence?
Is there any correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion? Decision. Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office. I
Thank
will
you.
get it before the end of the meeting.
It's okay.
I promise.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter.
Thank you very much, Mr. Snipus.
Next hearing is hearing number 6, Appeal 25-103, Anthony Curcio, 111 Ontario Avenue, Massapequa.
Good evening, Mr. Curcio.
Good evening, Madam Chairwoman, members of the board. My name is Anthony Curcio. I'm here for the applicant, myself. Full disclosure, I am a deputy town attorney. I wanted to get that on the record for transparency purposes. I'm here tonight for the following variance relief: proposed expansion of an owner-occupied two-family dwelling and reduction of off-street parking spaces from 4 spaces to 2. I bought this home approximately 15 years ago with my wife, Anna. Since then, as many of you know, we've had 2 children, and thus we've outgrown our current living situation. After years of looking for a new home, we decided to stay where we are and build our dream home while maintaining our two-family status. The biggest improvement we are making is adding a second story where there will be 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, adding approximately 1,664 square feet to the gross floor area while staying within the gross floor area allowed by code. The rest of the interior alterations to the home will stay within the existing footprint of the home. It should be noted that the proposed construction does not go beyond the scope of the zoning code, if not for the fact that the premises is an owner-occupied two-family dwelling. And that's my presentation. Any questions from the board, I'd be happy to answer them.
Do you have any consent letters? I was to your home today.
No, I don't.
No consent
No.
letters? Okay. All right.
But he's staying over the current footprint of the house?
Yes.
So there isn't really any change or impact to them, I don't think. Well, I guess we'll find out in a
Yes.
minute. Any other questions from board members? No? Anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on this application? Is there any correspondence in the file?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision?
For you, I got it perfect. This public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you.
Next hearing is hearing number 7, Appeal 25-115, Andrea Hartwig, 3 Springdale Avenue, Massapequa. Tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Name and address, please.
Robert Schumacher, 1109 Round Swamp Road, Old Bethpage. Good evening, members of the board and Madam Chairperson.
Good evening, Mr. Schumacher.
Representing Mr. and Mrs. Hardwick of 3 Springdale Avenue in Massapequa. I passed up some photos, consent letters for the board. The Hardwicks are seeking a variance for proposed in-ground pool not having the required side front yard setback and rear yard setback, and pool equipment having less rear yard setback, and to maintain a shed having less side and rear yard setback, exceeding the building coverage, and to maintain a fence having greater height than required. This property is on the corner of Springdale Avenue and Seaview Street. There is an existing fence on the property. I've taken many photos of this for the board's review. It does not pose any interference with traffic at the intersection. And the abutting neighbor on Seaview Avenue Street, their driveway is on the other side of their property. I've taken a photo of this for the board's review. There was a prior variance back in 1989 for a 6-foot wood fence that was granted, and that was case 89-435. The Hardwicks are proposing an in-ground pool. As with many corner properties, any type of improvements is difficult without a variance. There was an above-ground pool in this area. It has since been removed. As far as the lot coverage, they're seeking 21.79%, where 20% is the maximum. We do have consent letters from the abutting neighbor next door to the fence at 64 Seaview Street, and the other abutting neighbor at 3A Springdale Avenue. Also, 3 neighbors directly across the street that look at the fence at 28 Algonquin Avenue, 61 and 67 Seaview Street. This pool and equipment will be behind the fence and will not be visible from the street. Directly across the street is a similar fence. The fence is not out of character in this neighborhood. There's never been any complaints or violations from the town on this property. As the photos show, the property is an excellent addition and has always been well maintained.
Thank you, Mr. Schumacher. Today is pool night, huh? Everyone's got a pool coming in.
It's the season.
Not me.
Springtime.
Anybody on the board have any questions from this application?
I do.
No?
No.
Anyone in the audience wish to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion? Decision? Thank you. Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you.
Next hearing is hearing number 8, Appeal 24-401, Brett Casella, 84 Berkshire Road, Bethpage. Thank you. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Name and address, please.
Gennaro Cozzolino, 2125 Deer Park Avenue, Deer Park, New York, 11729.
Thank you.
Good evening, interim Madam Chairperson, members of the board. Again, Gennaro Cozzolino for the homeowners, Brett Casella and Paige Davidson, of 84 Berkshire Road, Bethpage, also known as Section 46, Block 534 and Lot 1, located in R17 zone. We are back in front of the board to amend the specific plan previously approved. The homeowners have decided to extend the second floor addition all the way to the front of the house. The proposed extension, however, does not create any new variances. It complies with all zoning requirements for side yards, front yard, rear yard, and lot coverage. The only change was in gross floor area. The new gross floor area is 2,225.646 square feet and is still under the permitted gross floor area of 2,900. I would just like to make the board aware of discrepancy in the plans, and if Michael can attest, there's a window in the second floor walk-in closet that is not reflected in the elevations page. I have the revised plan here, the
That's fine.
revised page here.
No problem. You have 3 sets?
3 sets.
Very good.
Thank you.
And that concludes my testimony.
Okay. Thank you very much. Any questions from anybody on the board? No? Anyone in the audience wishes to be heard on this application? Any correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion? Decision. Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Good
much.
evening.
Next hearing is hearing number 10, Appeal 24-550, 29 Miller Road in Hicksville, Jerome Sauer. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Name and address, please.
It's Michael Arado, 535 Broad Hollow Road, Melville, New York, 11747. I'm representing the homeowner, Jerry Sauer.
Thank you.
So we're here today seeking 4 reliefs from this board: an attached garage, roofed over patio, extended driveway, and a second front door located on a breezeway. So the garage is 20.4 by 14.4 that has a side yard setback of 5.4 instead of the required 8 feet. So we're seeking relief of around 2.7 feet. This garage was built in around 1955 and has been in existence without any issues. Due to the year it was built, this garage has a door of only 8.7 feet, which is a little undersized for the vehicles of today. So this garage is primarily used for storage of tools and other power equipment to maintain the house and the yard. The roofed over patio has a side yard again of 5.4 instead of the required 8. It's very similar to the garage because they were built around the same time. The roofed over patio does have a gutter system that keeps all the rainwater and runoff off of the neighbor's property, and it stays on the homeowner's property. We don't feel that either of these 2 structures will have or cause a negative impact on the neighboring properties. With regards to the driveway being extended, this is for the vehicles they own. Since the garage is kind of undersized, they decided to extend this driveway in 2021 to avoid parking any of their cars on the street. So that's why they did this. We did submit an application to DPW. It was denied for us to come in front of the board to get the relief, and then they're gonna re-review the application. The second front door of this house is located in the breezeway of this home, which was built, again, around the same time as the garage. This is 1955. This breezeway is approximately 95 square feet and is not a habitable room. The space does not contain a bathroom, air conditioning, or any beds. The owners put this on the door, just for easier access in and out of the house, into the backyard, into the front yard. They have no intention to make this a livable space. I do have some pictures of it. I know you asked me that last time for this, just so you can see.
Thank you for that. I'll speak for my colleagues as well. We really appreciated your patience in coming back in on the
Yeah.
second door. I know that I'm sure that you were not thrilled with it, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. We also have just like a floor plan. I'm not sure if you have the floor plan, just so you can see the square
That's
footage.
Rebecca.
And there's no
Thanks,
access
Mike.
to the garage, so it's not like
Thank you.
that room leads into the garage or anything. It's strictly just a breezeway. I think I may have given you my, oh no, I didn't. And this is for the, so you have a shot of it, so it looks like on the street.
One more, Mike.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yep, I think that's right.
Thank
off the patio. Oop, let's see, Brian wants to see it.
Yeah, I have a picture of the front house.
And that's the front, so this way. And they have no intention of
Zero.
finishing the garage or making it a habitable space, nothing like that, correct?
No, and I spoke to them about the two numbers. They literally just have that number on that door just for easier visibility for deliveries, things like that, but they said if you want the number taken down, well, they'll take the number off the door.
You know, we're just so careful with the
No, I
the
understand.
multiple occupancy, so I, again, really thank you for that. Anyone have questions from the board on this application?
I'm sorry.
Do you have questions?
No, I just noticed that there were two curb cuts.
That's for the,
Just
that's because
asking.
they had extended the driveway. So
Yes.
we did apply, like I said, to BTW, Department of Public Works for this. And they had told us we have to come in front of the board to get relief because it was oversized.
They'll need your approval to get those curb cuts legalized by DPW. If you do not approve it, they will not be able to keep the second curb cut.
But they need that to access the garage, right?
Waiting on a separate application.
That was,
Yeah, so we, yeah,
The
so
one
we,
I
for the
see, it's in
garage
front
was
of
the
the
original.
breezeway. It's in front of the breezeway, okay.
the one for the garage was the original curb cut.
I mean, it is a
Yeah.
lot of parking in the front of the house, right?
There are five cars,
I'm sorry,
and then two in the
I was
street.
trying to listen. Did you have a question?
So if you approve, then they have to go to DPW to get the curb cut legalized too.
Yes.
They have to do two steps.
I
Separate,
understand. I think that one of our board members was making a comment. I'm sorry, Lisa, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, I was just bringing that
Yeah,
to
there
your attention,
were
right, that
five
there,
cars
right,
parked in
five
front.
cars, yeah.
It is a
and
lot
two-
of
It's
parking.
a lot of cars in the driveway.
Yeah, like I
In
said,
front of the house, blocking the front door.
it's
Um,
just to keep them off the street.
I get it, but it looks like a parking lot. It's,
I understand, I'm just
Just the
telling you why they
messenger.
did it. Like, it's not like they,
Okay.
their intentions are just to keep the cars off the street, so there's
If they
no.
get a sixth car, are they gonna widen it again and park it in front of
Well, we
the
can,
window?
we can make that, here on the determination that they're not allowed to extend the driveway any further.
Are there two curb cuts?
Yes.
There are, correct. An existing one in front of the garage.
And then, yeah, and there's one in front of the breezeway.
It's hard to see on the picture.
I think there was some more when I brought last time. Do you guys still have those pictures? So I have pictures of the garage and everything else.
Just a little bit.
Okay, that's helpful.
Might be in
Brian
the file
wants
somewhere. Mike, are there any photos in that file, buddy? No?
to-
Yeah,
The
from,
file, please.
from last time I was here.
Thank you, hon.
5. You might have not been here. Brian, you good? You want to see the picture from Lisa's phone?
Thank you, Michael.
There's no heat in the breezeway, right?
There's, they have like a heater in there, but it's not like,
That's it.
not like,
Plumbing.
yeah.
No plumbing.
There's no bathrooms in there, no beds.
Okay, does this help? This you need back. This is from tonight.
Yeah.
Let's keep Sue's exhibits with us.
Yeah. Take all the photos at the end, thank you.
Yes, those are the original photos. You may not have been here.
Yeah, I don't think he was.
Okay. Does anybody have any further questions? I know we may have opinions, but do we have any other questions from the board? Okay. Is anyone in the audience that wishes to be heard on this application? All right, seeing no hands, correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision?
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Okay, thank you.
Mike, would you grab those photos for me, buddy? I'll put them in this file, honey. Oh, sorry. That's my fault again. Next case is hearing number 1125-26, Sahebnet Kaur Nanda, 217 Cottage Boulevard, Hicksville.
Someone's going going to tell Rita that we can't get this done if she's not here. This is not good.
Hi. Would you raise your right hand? Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Your name and address, please.
James Lerner, 424 Madison Street, Westbury, New York. Good evening, Madam Chairwoman and members of the board. I'm here representing Sabini Karnanda. Her brother is with me, and we have a number of items here. It's new house, basically it's taking the existing house, doing more than 50% improvement. We're proposing a front yard setback of 24.8 feet where 25 is required, so it's a couple of inches forward. We're moving a little bit forward so we can get a garage and we can get more off-street parking. We have a rear yard setback of 17.87 feet, where 25 feet is allowed, and the cellar entrance is 13.5 feet. Roof pitch, we have a 4.5 and 12 roof pitch, and that's a matter of, we want to keep the 28 feet maximum, so we have to have the roof a little bit shallower. Lot coverage, we're asking for 27.19%, where 25% is required, so we're about 2 feet over in actual lot coverage. And then the floor area ratio, we have 5,185 square feet, but that includes the full basement that has changed.
Bless.
So with the first and second floor, it's 3,641 feet, where 3,135 feet is required. The owners, they're planning on, it's an extended family, and they have, the parents are going to be living there, mother and father. They have a brother and sister. They have a young child, and they're hoping to have a couple more. So we do need a larger house considerably than what was there. I do have, a number of houses that I'd like to submit. These are within 3 blocks of the existing house, and those houses are essentially similar in nature to what we have, to what we're looking for. There are also some other requirements. They require a prayer room, and these are some of the things that are a little bit more space. So that's one of the reasons why we're looking to do this. We also have, the last item is a fence that is an existing fence that we're trying to maintain. We're proposing to move it. Right now, it's over the property line. We're moving it back to the property line. It's corner property, and the fence is in the second front yard. And it doesn't go near the corner that would block sight line. And the house next to the existing house, the driveway is on the other side, so it doesn't do that.
Thank you. I'd like to just start by talking a little bit about the basement and the cellar entrance. That is an existing cellar entrance?
No, that's proposed.
Are we married to the cellar entrance?
That's up to the board.
Well, we have a little bit of a concern when there are cellar entrances and basements with 8-foot-plus high ceilings and 3-piece bathrooms, of course, that there are going to be people, I'll hand them over, sorry, living in those basements. And we'd rather not.
That is I would have to talk it over with my client, but it's really up to the board. And if the board says that we don't want a cellar entrance, then we don't have a cellar entrance.
Right. Sometimes people find that if they speak with their clients, they might come back with a reduced application if it's, and I'll see how my colleagues feel. I'm sure I'm not going to be the only person with questions, but if it seems to be an oversized project where, 5,200 square feet is large, and even as you told us, without the basement, it's at 3,600, which for Hicksville, you know, we're always concerned about preserving the character of the neighborhood. And traditionally, Hicksville has been a neighborhood of Capes and Levitt homes. So this is a huge deviation, and we understand big families and people that want to grow with their families, but we might want it to be a little bit less of a deviation. So let's see if anyone else, I would like to see the elevations, which I assume we have. I want to take a look at the roof pitch. And then I also wanted to ask you, so these are they new owners? Have they been there a long time, or did they
No,
recently buy the home?
they're new owners.
They're new owners. So they knew the size of the house when they bought it.
Thank you.
They wanted to live in the community, so there wasn't that much.
Understood.
Sir, what are the addresses of these
He
properties?
said it's just so that he doesn't have to do a height requirement variance, but I don't know
I mean, this could
that.
be from anywhere, not to be disrespectful, but,
Yeah, no, I just went around the house.
okay.
It's
I would
unclear
need,
because of the pitch ratio.
you know, you would
So if
need
they did
to,
it
like,
code,
label it on where it is.
I can,
You want to take it back?
sure.
Okay. Label them, you could send them in, okay?
Okay.
At least put an address, so that they could see that it's within a block,
Yeah, I'll
2
get my
blocks, 6
card.
blocks, 3,
Yeah,
you know,
and cellar entrance
I'll
is
get my
here.
card.
Thanks. And then just give it back and I'll put it in the file,
Cellar
okay?
entrance. Okay, anybody, pretty good? Good. Okay, any other questions from my colleagues on the board?
Can you go into a little more detail in the basement? It's like a three-piece bed, no kitchen?
No, definitely not, no kitchen. It's, I believe it's unfinished.
Unfinished storage with a laundry room and a three-piece bath.
So a three-piece bed, unfinished bed.
How many bedrooms would be in the house with the extension? How many bedrooms?
How many bedrooms? Actually, they're listed as bedrooms. There's 4 bedrooms on the second floor. There's a guest room on the first floor. That would be where the parents probably would live. But one of the bedrooms is going to be used as a prayer room. So they're effectively 4 bedrooms.
And how many bathrooms?
We can count those.
5.5.
Sorry. Yes, it is one of the big.
That is a lot of
Yeah,
bathrooms.
it would be,
So that's a bathroom for every bedroom, and then the basement?
there's a powder room and a bathroom on the first floor, and then we have the master bath and 2 bathrooms en suite.
So I'm going to see if there's anyone in the audience who's here on the application in a minute, but I'm being candid with you, and I know that if Chairwoman Byrne were sitting here, she would say the same thing. The roof pitch is to us a little bit of objectionable. It fits not really with the character of the neighborhood, and the basement cellar entrance is very problematic. So, you know, we'll deliberate on it, but that's just my 2 cents, and I'm guessing that my colleagues probably feel the same way. Is your application complete? Should we see
Yes.
if there's, okay. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to be heard on this application?
Well, I want to add 2 few things on the
The applicant would like to speak. Come on up and be sworn in, sir.
Hi. Could you just raise your right hand? Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
Yes.
Your name and address.
Gagan Nanda, 9512 Lefferts Boulevard, Richmond Hill, New York.
I'm sorry, you went too fast. Your name is what?
Gagandeep Nanda,
Can you spell first and last?
Gagandeep, same last name as Nanda, Nanda.
Thank you.
Address 9512 Lefferts Boulevard, South Richmond Hill, New York, 11419.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Knight.
Thank you. Hi, members. I just want to add a few things. So we are moving from Richmond Hill, so we do have a large family. We have kids. I have one for now, and then my parents and my mother-in-law will be living with us. So that's why we're trying to build like a new house. As far as the cellar entrance, like, you know, most of the houses that been built recently in Hicksville, they all have it. We're not gonna be living in, that's why we have, rooms upstairs. So nobody's gonna be living in the basement. It'll be sold for maybe storage purposes and stuff. As you see, there's, we don't have a garage here in this one, right?
Yeah, we have
Okay.
one car garage.
Okay, yeah, so I mean, it's not gonna be any living space downstairs. We're just building it just to have it. Maybe down the line, we might, add like a home theater or stuff like that, but no living space in the basement. And as far as about the entrance for the basement separated, just, sometimes it comes in handy rather than going from inside, we could go down and change and stuff and come up. That's pretty much is what we request.
I absolutely hear you, and our concern is, of course, not that you would do anything with the basement that you shouldn't be doing, but we don't know what the people who own the house after you might do, and somebody might come along and say, this is a great opportunity, and I could whack this house up into 4 apartments, and that is, as much as you're saying, cellar entrances are common in Hicksville, that is a common occurrence in Hicksville as well.
I understand. And I've seen current properties that people are selling, they do have separate entrance from the basement. And I have no intention of, we have no intention of using it for living space. That's why we requested 5-bedroom, upstairs 1 prayer room, and the rest is gonna be used by us with the family members, so that's pretty much it.
What's the ceiling height on the basement?
8 feet.
What if we took that way down so that it definitely couldn't be used as living space in the future? Was that something you'd be open to?
How down are we talking?
Would that be
I know you
6'11"?
guys used to allow 9 feet, but I'm not looking for 9 feet. I mean, what's the standard, 8 feet now? So,
We'll
Well,
take it down to about 6, what,
6'11", then it wouldn't be
6'11"?
counted anymore.
yeah, I'm okay with that, 6'11", I think.
Then it would not be counted in the GFA. It
And
would reduce that.
it would reduce your GFA, and would he come then not need a variance?
Because I
for that?
know, right now, they are allowing 7 feet, right? I don't want it to be too small for people if somebody comes in, game site. But I can assure you, it won't be used for any living space. And we intend to live here for a long time, that's the whole purpose. The current house that we live in, we've been there since 2001. So we have no intention of, moving here and then move out. Our goal is to probably live here the rest of my life, and at least that's the plan.
That's good to hear. It's a nice place to live.
Yeah.
All right, so does anybody have any follow-up questions on the board? Anybody in the audience who would like to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion? Decision? Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you, neighbors.
Next hearing is hearing number 12, Appeal 25-82, which will be heard with hearing number 13, 25-83, Patricia Pizak, 134 Blueberry Lane in Hicksville.
Good evening.
Hi. Would you raise your right hand, please? Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
Yes.
Your name and address, please.
Patricia Pizak, 134 Blueberry Lane, Hicksville, New York, 11801. Okay, obviously it's my first time ever doing something like this.
You're amongst neighbors. No, it's fine, you're fine. It's my first time doing this, too.
Good evening, Madam Chairperson and members of the board, and thank you for the opportunity for me to speak tonight. My name is Patricia Pizak, and I'm here with my husband and my daughter, respectfully requesting approval for 2 variance appeals regarding our home on 134 Blueberry Lane in Hicksville. I live in Hicksville.
Can you just move the microphone down a little
Oh,
bit so we
sorry.
can hear you?
Okay.
You're good, thank you.
I lived in Hicksville for 32 years, and my husband has lived here his entire life. We've chosen to raise our family here because we deeply value this community, and we're hoping to make updates to our home that will allow us to stay and grow in a safe, supportive, and multi-generational environment. My first appeal, number 2582, is a request for a variance to construct a second kitchen in our one-family dwelling for use as a parent-child residence. This step up is solely intended for our family, not for rental purposes, and will allow us to live together while also giving us some functional separation. Our daughter was married 2 years ago to her husband Greg, and they recently welcomed a baby girl who just turned 6 months old. This arrangement reflects our family's current needs and our commitment to supporting one another through this new chapter of our life. It gives them a chance to begin their life as a young family with support while allowing us to share the home in a respectful and practical way. Okay. The second appeal, number 2583, is a request for a variance to construct a two-story addition. The current structure does not meet the required 8-foot minimum side yard setback, and instead, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm doing this without my glasses. Instead has an existing setback of 7.95. Additionally, the required aggregate side yard is 20 feet, and our property currently has an aggregate of 15.5 feet. Our proposed addition will not further reduce these setbacks. It will follow the existing footprint and continue the current line of the home. We are also requesting relief for the minor encroachment of the eaves and the gutters. The goal is simply to expand the living space within the limits that already exist while maintaining the character and integrity of the neighborhood. Before we even knew what the formal procedure was, we made a point to speak with our neighbors directly and sent them letters explaining what we had hoped to do. I did have their signatures here. Many of them were kind enough to sign a letter of support, and we truly are grateful for their encouragement and understanding. We've since followed our official requirements, including sending formal notices to properties within the 100-foot radius. We're happy to answer any questions or provide further information, and we truly appreciate the board's time and thoughtful consideration for these requests. Thank you.
So you understand, Ms. Pietzak, that with a parent-child, the house has to be maintained as one dwelling. There can't be any separations, they can't have two mailboxes, we can't make divisions, it has to all be one house.
Yes. We have a front door and we have a back door right now, and the back door we're gonna keep that, and then, yeah, she could walk into my house, I could walk into her house. Like, there's no locked doors or anything. We both can go through the front door, or if we wanted both to go through the back door, either way, we could both access the upstairs.
One doorbell, one mailbox. That's,
Oh, that's fine.
yeah. Is that the front of the house or the back of the house?
If you come through the front door, you're gonna come into like a little foyer. And-
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. We're actually looking at the back of the house where it appears you have like, if you come in through the back and there are.
We wrote the word office on there?
Yes.
Okay, we're not gonna put, when you said office, but we're just gonna put the baby carriage and stuff. We decided against not having,
It looks like there's a walled-off area between the main living area of the house and that office. Like, the office is walled off from the rest, almost like a separate room, and
there's a door.
there's a door that opens.
There's a door that opens from the, like the back entrance right into my dining room, it'll be.
Okay, that was.
And I should have took the word, had the office removed, because we changed that, but that was just a word, you know.
Okay.
There'll be storage for the backyard and the
Perfect.
stroller.
Any questions from anybody else on the board? Nope. No. Anybody in the audience who wishes to be heard on this application? No. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision, the public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you via office.
Thank you very
Great
much.
job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next hearing is hearing number 14, Appeal 25-18, Ross Massler, 28 Melissa Lane, Old Bethpage. You're still under oath, Mike.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks.
Photos. Thanks. Thank you, Michael. Go ahead.
All right, so
End
we're
of
here
hearing.
today requesting the board to grant relief for a vinyl fence in the secondary front yard, a shed, and an extended driveway not having the correct setbacks. The vinyl fence that is running along the secondary front yard is required to have a setback of 32.2 feet, and it right now is approximately about 17 feet. This fence is not in the line of sight of any vehicles or people walking down or up Prescott Place or Melissa Lane. The fence was put in for privacy and to close off the front yard. With regards to the shed is located 19.7 feet from the secondary front yard, where 30 feet is required. Again, this doesn't negatively impact the neighbors or any neighboring properties. It doesn't obstruct any vision of any of the cars coming down either of the roads, and the shed is in character with the house with regards to trim and color. We are seeking relief of 5.5 feet for the driveway that was extended towards Prescott. This was done to accommodate the vehicles at the house. The driveway is in line with the curb cut. This is a three-way street with clear visibility from each way. Again, we don't feel that this driveway creates any negative impact on the surrounding properties or with the traffic. In conclusion, while these were self-created, we don't feel that these structures will cause any negative issues if the board was to grant them. They've been existing without issue, and we are not aware of any of the neighbors reaching out in opposition to this application.
So we have, they've seen them already, we have a proposed driveway on our paperwork.
Yeah, I don't know it should have been existing. That's an existing driveway.
It's there, yeah.
It's there.
Should say existing.
Should have said existing.
Typo.
Are we okay to amend that clerical error? Sue?
Yeah, because I will have that looked at, because it's gonna be triple fees.
That's fine.
Do you have any
Th-
photos?
not shown
of
on
the
there?
driveway?
As
Yeah, it's on-
existing?
You don't see an existing driveway on
It's
it?
not on his plans. Yeah, it is?
Asphalt,
Yeah.
asphalt driveway.
So does it
just
say
a typo.
existing?
Okay,
Okay, it just says asphalt, okay.
okay,
So you're not looking to extend the
No,
existing driveway?
no, it's existing. Yeah, it's just the way it
Okay.
is.
okay, clear that up. Any questions from my colleagues on the board?
Just the driveway.
Okay, the driveway we've talked about. Anyone in the audience wishes to be heard on this application? Seeing no hands, is there any correspondence in the file?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Thank you. The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
All right, thank you. Have a good Easter, everybody.
Two.
Happy Easter.
Next hearing is hearing number 15, Appeal 24-570, Naveen Nagarja, 69 Main Parkway East, Plainview. Still under oath, Bob.
Again, for the record, Robert Schumacher, 1109 Round Swamp Road, Old Bethpage, representing Mr. Nadarja of 69 Main Parkway in Plainview.
Thanks, Mike.
Pass up some photos.
Thanks, buddy.
Mr. Nadarja is seeking a variance for a proposed one-story addition exceeding the gross floor area and for a proposed fence having greater height than required. This property is on the corner of Main Parkway East and Milne Lane Place. As with many corner properties, any type of improvement is difficult without a variance. The homeowners are constructing a new house on the lot. They will be living there. They're also going to be putting in an application for an in-ground pool, which will meet all the required setbacks. The fence will be set back from the intersection at least 40 feet, posing no interference with traffic from either direction at the intersection. The purpose of the fence is for the pool and privacy. There are other fences in the area on other corner properties, such as across the street at 29 Cherry Drive and also 26, 42, and 53 Cherry Drive. This fence would not be out of character with this neighborhood. As the photos show, the house is going to be a very attractive addition to the neighborhood when it's complete.
I'm confused. I'm thrown because I used to live across the street from the house. I don't anymore, but I lived at 74, so I'm trying to, right? I'm trying to like look at it. But the application is for a proposed one-story, but it looks like this is all new construction. So where is the addition going?
It's going behind the house.
So it's gonna be bigger than it already is?
Yes, and they're under the lot coverage. They meet the required setbacks, roof pitch. It's a one-story addition. It's for purpose of entertaining when they put the pool in.
And the home, as it exists, this didn't need a variance, the pop-out on top
No.
of everything?
No,
You see it?
it met the code. It's got a permit, and as you can see, it's almost done.
Yeah.
Very attractive.
Is it an oversized lot, Michael?
No, and that,
The driveway's gonna be coming out on Mill Lane. It's gonna be, redirected.
Oversized.
It's gonna be
you have a
relocated.
plot
We
plan?
spoke to the highway department about that, and they have the plans for
128 by
that.
120.
you can see where the garage is on the side of the house.
Fence there.
Lot size 128 by 119. Okay.
They're coming in through the front from Mill Lane.
No
It's
dimensions on the
already
plot plan?
approved from the highway department. They have the plans. He's not gonna be coming in off of Main Parkway.
So how you get into the garage?
It's gonna be enough
oversized.
turn
It's an
radius to
R17.
turn into it.
There's a fence.
Rebecca, so the lot is very oversized in the R17 zone, so the house is bigger, but they're allowed to be bigger because the lot size
I
is in
see.
proportion.
That makes more
The
sense
lot is
to me.
120 by 128 on one side and 126 on the other.
Right behind this are we had a flag lot application on, right behind this, like last meeting or 2 meetings ago.
Okay.
They're very large properties.
Yes, this one is very large, so that's
Yes.
why the house is allowed to be so much larger.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It just looked,
Yep.
anyway, okay. Did you figure out your fence question, Flo? I'm sorry. Okay. You're gonna have to deal with the man to my right, I'm sorry. How can we help?
don't see how you get into the garage with the fence.
The entrance is gonna come off of Mill Lane.
Right, so this is the picture you showed us, right? The garage is here, and here's the fence.
Yes.
Okay, so how am I getting to that garage?
The-
Fence.
The fence is past the garage.
See the bump out?
So the fence is not going up to the house?
No, it's in the back.
It's gonna be 40 feet from the intersection. It's past the garage. It's like, the fence is almost in the middle of the property over there.
I think it's this. The fence is going here.
Closer to the backyard.
Closer to the backyard.
It's like this. Okay, so,
That's what you're looking at. And that fence sits right.
so that temporary fence is not on this.
Right, that's just a construction
Mr.
fence.
Schumacher, the curb cut will be in the front of the house?
Yes,
Okay.
that curb cut's gonna be
They're gonna
closed
come
up
in and go,
on Main Parkway, yeah.
okay. All right. Are you okay?
This is eliminated along with the asphalt track.
Yes. You're getting rid of the current asphalt driveway, is that correct, Mr. Schumacher?
It's not there anymore.
The curb cut is going to be
Gone
gone.
already.
On the
The curb cut's gonna be closed up on Main Parkway.
How many bedrooms are in the house now?
That I don't know.
Michael, look.
Yeah.
House is almost complete, sheet rocked.
I don't have full floor plans.
Yeah, we didn't submit them because that wasn't before the board. It was just the rear addition.
Only have the first floor, one
Got it.
bedroom on the first floor. So I can see.
How many bedrooms, Mike?
Can't see.
First floor, I don't have full,
Oh, so you don't have the second floor?
This street continues this
Yeah, they wouldn't be required to hand it in because the rest of the house is legal.
Is there a house next to it on the other side?
Oh, the radius there? Well, it's a corner property, so.
Yeah. No, mine's in this house. I'm very turned around.
Where will you be entering from the driveway? The driveway, to come in off of Main?
No, the driveway will be coming in off Mill Place.
This
No,
street,
got it.
I understand, this is Main, understand?
Yes, that's where the driveway's gonna be coming in. It's gonna be switched in the front. We spoke to the highway department already about that.
So here,
And the
Here.
fences will go out
Yeah.
To the back, middle of the house.
To the, approximately the middle of the house, down to Main Parkway.
This is our question. is, a person's house, or is that where there's a corner? You see where I'm confused?
You know where this gentleman next door, where his driveway is?
It's about 8 feet away from that fence.
Excellent, thank you. I'm good. Thank you.
So there's no signage.
So no site.
You used to live across the street.
I know.
We couldn't get a better witness. I don't know what to say. Yeah.
Yes, that's
We don't answer the question, we ask it.
Okay.
I lived right across from Milne, and every car that came up Milne, the lights would go right in my.
It's going to be a very attractive property when he's done. He's putting a pool in and fixing it up nice.
Good, okay. Any other questions from anybody on the board? No. Anyone in the audience wish to be heard on this application? Seeing no hands, do we have any correspondence in the file?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion? Decision? Public hearing is closed, thank goodness. The decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you. Have a good holiday, everyone.
Thank
You
you
too.
as well.
Next case is hearing number 16, Appeal 25-16, Devin Lockman, 7 Juilliard Drive, Plainview. Thank you.
Daniel Hawes, 8 Avalon Court, Huntington Station, New York, 11746.
And you promise to tell the truth, right, sir?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Just given a packet here of pictures
Great.
of existing conditions and
Consent.
letters from 7 of the neighbors,
Very
2
good.
of them abutting the
Give those
property.
back.
Madam Chairman, members of the board, again, my name is Daniel Hawes from H3 Workshop Architecture, 8 Avalon Court, Huntington Station, New York. We are here representing the owners Devin Lockman and Mila Paderette at 7 Juilliard Drive in Plainview. It's the corner of Juilliard Drive and Gainesville Drive. Like many hearings we've heard tonight, basically what we're looking for with appeal number 2516 is for a variance to allow an existing 6-foot vinyl fence along in the second front yard along Gainesville Drive, and also an existing cellar entrance in that same second front yard along Gainesville. We are requesting this variance for relaxation of Town Code, Chapter 246, Sections 4.4.4, 4.7.1, and Table 503 in an R17 district. The existing 6-foot-high vinyl fence along Gainesville Drive projects beyond the property line 2.1 feet, where a 25-foot setback is required. The owner is aware that they have to move that fence back to the property line. The existing 6-foot vinyl fence in the front yard has an existing setback from the intersection of 22.5 feet, where 30 feet is required, and 2.5 feet high is required. Also, the existing cellar entrance has a setback of 23.1 feet in the second front yard, where the average front yard setback is required. The home was built in 1959 as a one-story single-family, ranch style. The current owners purchased the home in 2022 and hired my firm to produce design that would accommodate their growing family. The permit was issued late in the same year, 2022, and construction began. Unfortunately, there were many issues with their general contractor. The construction lagged, with the homeowner forced to perform some of the work themselves and hiring licensed subcontractors to complete the work. All this after paying a substantial amount to the previous contractor. This forced them to really try and do a lot of the work themselves. And on one of these Saturdays, when they were working in the house, they brought their young son along. And as he was playing in the side yard with a friend, the family witnessed some behavior in a car that was hard to explain to their young son. And then as they spent more time working on the house, several more of these instances occurred. It seemed that the previous owner was an elderly lady with a lot of bushes along Gainesville Drive, so that was a popular spot for people to stop their car and have some activity. So this really kind of guaranteed they want to build the fence. So during construction, they built the fence to ensure privacy and safety for their young family. And then once the fence was installed, their basement, per the approved construction documents, had a finished basement. So they really wanted to, and it was a recreation room for their son, so they really wanted to be able to give him that connection to the backyard. So they, in lieu of the egress window during construction, they substituted it for the egress stairs out to the side yard. The proposed fence and stair will not have an adverse effect on the neighborhood or bring about an undesirable change, as if you walk about a half mile from this property, there are about 10 different properties with the same side yard fence condition, 6 foot high along that second front yard. It won't encroach on the sight lines for drivers at the corner or prohibit pedestrians from using the sidewalk. And Devin and Amila are really excited to bring up their family in the Plainview community, with Devin's parents living right around the corner. So that concludes my presentation, and I'm here for any questions you may have.
Thank you. Yep, go ahead.
Yes. The ceilings we kept the existing ceiling height, so they're about 6'11", and they have a recreation room with they do have a 3-fixture bathroom down there, but it's for a recreation room.
No, that's just the general.
No,
Can I see,
because this was during construction, so this was part of an amendment we submitted.
You've already heard my spiel about how this board feels
Yes.
about cellar entrances.
100%.
I memorized it before I came.
So how many bedrooms in the house altogether?
There should only be 3 bathrooms in the house altogether.
3 full beds, including the basement?
3 full, including the basement, correct.
In the basement here. And then you've got, these are the stairs, yeah? Oops, sorry. So you've got a full bath, bar and sink.
Sorry, 4. There's 2 on the second floor. There's a
Another-
master and
This is the
then,
basement? There's 2 bathrooms in the basement.
no, just one.
One? Okay, full bath shower, got it. Closet, it's a lot of closets down here. What are we doing with the 1, 2?
There's no garage in these properties, so it's really hard for storage.
4 closets.
Are there walls petitioning off, are they sectioned off down in the basement?
There is some walls. I mean, it's mostly just the big recreation room, and then they have on the front side of the property, they have some storage rooms in the front that are open. There's no doors in between. They're open. All the rooms are open to each other.
It looks to me like if you were looking at it from a bird's eye view, there's 1, 2 rooms and then a big recreational space with the bar. And it does look like a place that you could easily put a couple of bedrooms and there's a full bathroom down there. How married are they to this existing cellar entrance?
I mean, it really is a nice convenience for them, particularly for the son to be able to come play in the basement and go right outside to the side yard. Those comments had come up in plan review, but we were able to explain to them that all these are just storage rooms. They're all open. The height is not allowable for livable space, so they would never put anyone down there. That's why we maintained that 6'11" in the main areas, and then some of the soffits project down.
All right, well, we'll chat about it, I guess. Is your application complete?
Yes.
Anybody have any further questions aside from Mr. Girardi? Anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on this hearing? Seeing no hands, do we have any correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision, the public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office. Thank you, and have a good night.
And the next case is postponed. Hearing number 18, Appeal 25-5, Cindy and Joseph Tabai, 331 Key Place, Jericho. Hi, promise to tell the truth during these proceedings? Yes. Your name and address, please.
Good evening.
Are you
My
an
name-
attorney?
Sorry?
Are you the attorney?
No,
Okay,
I'm a homeowner.
very good, sorry.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Cindy Tavy. I live at 38 Nantwick Street in Long Beach, New York, 11561. But I am the homeowner at 331 Key Place in Jericho. I have 2 pieces to the application tonight. The first regarding the pool equipment. My pool equipment was originally proposed to be located in the back of the property, and instead, at the time, the pool company suggested that the side of the house would be a better spot for it. It has been located there for the past 23 years. The pool was installed in 2002, and there have been no complaints or problems about the pool equipment, and the location has not affected any of the neighbors. The second piece of the application has to do with the driveway. The driveway was widened more than 20 years ago by adding sort of a decorative brick border around it. We did not realize at that time that it had to be 10 feet from the property line on the side, and it is only 7.5 feet from the property line on the side. We would like to keep the driveway where it currently is. So just to summarize, both of these issues have been in existence for more than 20 years. And we are not asking to change anything at this time. I'm just looking to get it all properly documented with the town.
Okay, thank you very much. It seems pretty straightforward to me. And the pool equipment is de minimis request. Anyone have any questions on the board? Anybody in the audience who wishes to be heard on this hearing? Correspondence.
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion? Decision. Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you. Have a nice evening, everyone.
You
as well.
also. Next hearing is hearing number 19, Appeal 24-535, Jay and Jane LLC, 2 Griffin Lane, Syosset. Hi. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Name and address, please.
Nicholas Capucci. I work with Todd O'Connell Architects, 1200 Veterans Highway, Suite 120, Hauppauge, New York. Good evening, Chairman, Chairwoman, members of the board. I do want to submit at this time some photos, just as an example of a house that we previously did, and some signatures that we got approved from the neighboring properties.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Thanks, buddy.
So we are here today before you to construct a new dwelling. My clients are here, Jay and Jane Zhang. They are purchasing this piece of property on 2 Griffin Lane. It's a corner piece of property, and we are looking to construct a new dwelling. The dwelling does exceed the max allowable FAR of the area, and we are looking for 4,539 square feet when 3,193 square feet is allowed. The FAR does, the basement is what kicks us over in the FAR. The picture that I show you there is from 1 Griffin. My clients own 1 Griffin right now. We actually built 1 Griffin in 2016, 2017. We designed it, we built it. That house is actually larger than the house that we are proposing on 2 Griffin. That house on 1 Griffin is 40 square feet larger altogether, but during that time, the basement did not count. This time, with the rules change, our basement counts in FAR, which is putting us over. Basement's about 1,400 square feet, and we are about 1,400 square feet over in FAR. We do not have a cellar entrance in our cellar. We do have a 9-foot basement ceiling height. We are finishing the basement. No walls, it's totally open for recreational kind of purposes only. We are on a corner lot on an R1-7 zone, which is 7,000 square feet zoning, but we are a little under that, not by much, but we are under the required zoning land area. So we want to kind of utilize the basement as more of a recreational place for the kids and stuff to play, since we don't really have much yard space on the corner lot. I do want to also reiterate that there is no cellar entrance. We do have an egress window on the side. It will remain egress window during construction and all. We do meet every other setback and other ordinance that the town does have, the height issues, the pitch issues, we meet everything. As you could see too, the house that we do plan on building is gonna be exactly replica of number 1, so it does meet the characters of the neighborhood. And we do have many signatures from kind of everyone in the neighborhood that are in support of this application.
Do you have a rendering of the proposed house?
The closest rendering you're gonna see is the house right next door across the street. It's the exact same house.
It's the same house, we're building it again.
It's gonna, This building again, right on the corner. It is a,
How
sorry.
many bedrooms?
it is a 4-bedroom house, or I should say 5-bedroom, because it's 4 bedrooms on the second floor, with 1 study on the first floor. There is 3 bathrooms on the second floor, and there is 1 full bathroom and then a half bathroom on the first floor.
Did
The
you say
stair-
bathroom in the basement as well?
There's nothing in the basement, no rooms, no bathroom, just 1 open area for, again, the kids to play and utilize it as a playroom. We are enclosing the mechanical room with fire rating for the mechanical room to hide that. The stair is kind of center located, so there really is no way of accessing the stairs to go upstairs or downstairs from another way. The stairs is kind of a center point to have all 3 levels into one.
And you said there were 3 bathrooms, or did you say 4.5?
Well, it'll be total 4.5. 3 bathrooms are on the second floor, and with 4 bedrooms on the second floor.
And the
And then
first
one
floor
and a
has
half.
1 with an ensuite and a powder.
Yeah, 1 large master
I mean,
suite.
it's big, but I understand your point about it's the same size as the other one, so.
It's actually smaller, only 40 square feet, but smaller. And I do also, we are doing the 9-foot ceilings again, just as a precaution with the ductwork and stuff that comes down below, will give us at least an 8-foot kind of regular ceiling height on all floors.
Anybody have any questions on this application?
No, 4 bedrooms, right?
It's
4?
5 bedrooms, and it's 4.5 bathrooms.
I have the 4.
Yeah, it's-
Okay, do you have consent letters, I mean, from the neighbors?
Yes.
I have signatures, yeah, we got about 7 or 8 of them, I believe. She walked through took the radius map and kind of went to each neighbor through the radius map and got their signatures. We did the mailing, I'm not sure if anyone's here tonight.
And we're going to find out in a minute. Anybody else have any questions? Anybody in the audience wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence.
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision, public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you very much, happy holidays.
You too.
Thank you.
Next hearing is hearing number 20, Appeal 24-328, Karen Green, 81 Glenwood Road, Glen Head. Hi.
Hi.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
Yes, I do.
Your name and address?
Karen Green, 81 Glenwood Road, Glen Head, New York, 11545.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, Ms. Green.
Good evening. I'm looking for a variance for a generator. My 84-year-old mother lives with me. She has a compromised immune system, requires weekly transfusions, and if I was to lose power, it would create an emergency. That's it.
We appreciate that, and it's certainly a hardship. I do want to just note for the record that I believe they're a totally kosher business. In your home, you do have a childcare facility in the house?
Licensed, I'm a group family licensed daycare, yes.
Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure that we had that you have your license, and that's all.
I have been since 1994.
I know, I looked it up, but I wanted to make sure it was on the record. Thank you. Any questions from my colleagues on the board? No. Anybody in the audience who'd like to be heard on this application? Correspondence.
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision, public hearing is closed.
Thank
and the
you.
decision of the board
Thank
will
you.
be
Have a
forwarded
nice
to our
evening.
office. Thank you.
Take care. Next hearing is holdover number 1, Appeal 24-511, Barbara Waters, 12 Stuyvesant Avenue, Bethpage. Hi, promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Your name and address, please?
Norman Locke, 707 Route 110, Farmingdale, New York.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm here representing the applicant, Barbara Waters, for relief for an existing pool and second-story deck. The pool, the home is in a R1-10 district, and the pool does not meet the setback requirements of 10 feet. The pool steps is 3.4 feet, the pool itself is 6.5 feet, and the pool equipment is 8.9, all requiring a 10-foot setback. The second-story deck is in the opposite corner of the house with a 25-foot setback required, and the setback provided is 16.9 feet. That concludes the application.
Thank you. Are there steps coming down off of the second-story deck down to the main level?
No.
Is there a sliding door or an operating door for?
Sorry, is there a
Is a slider or
Um,
locking?
How do you get in and out to the second-story
It's a,
deck?
hold on. It's a slider.
Okay.
Is it off the kitchen or the bedroom?
It is it's off the dining area. Yes, it's off the dining area.
Thank you. Any other questions from the board members? Yeah. Anybody in the audience who wishes to be heard on this application? No? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision, public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next hearing is holdover number 2, Appeal 24-428, Victoria Ho, 43 Thorman Avenue, Hicksville.
Good evening, Madam Chairwoman, members of the board. My name's John Riley. I'm the architect for the owner.
Can I swear you in, please? Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I will.
Thank you. And your address, please,
I
sir.
have an office at 70 Main Street, Huntington, New York, 11743.
Thank you, sir.
We've been before this board before. In fact, in April of '23, and we were denied. And we are back before you because we have made considerable changes to the plans to reduce the variances. Under decision 2372, there were A through G variances, and the only variance that we are now coming to you with is for the A variances. This is an existing home, two-story home that was built around 1921 with one-story rear addition for a bathroom, which received a CO in June 20th, 1966. The house currently has the first floor of the house has a great room that contains a contiguous kitchen, dining, and living area. The remainder of the first floor has 2 bedrooms and a master bedroom. There is a master bath and a hall bath, and one of the bedrooms has a private 3-piece bath. The second floor has a family room and 3 bedrooms. One of the bedrooms has a private bath, and the other 2 bedrooms uses a hall bath. My client currently has 3 children, and they are expecting their 4th. And also, Victoria's parents also live with them, so that really accounts for all the bedrooms that are in this house. The existing basement that is there is unfinished. Now, as you know, this is a maintain application, so it was built without permits, and that's why we're before the board. The work that was proposed in the basement for a recreation room, a guest bedroom, private bath, and study have all been eliminated in this project, as well as the outside stair. I know how the town feels about outside stairs, and we are digging that thing out and filling it in. The AC units, which were located in the front yard, have now been relocated back behind the house in the rear yard. All of the fence denials that we received on the first decision have been addressed and are either removed or lowered. Let's see. There were window wells that were along the east side of the house. We've since shown them as being removed, as well as the windows on that side being filled in with concrete block. So we have addressed and removed every request except for the ones in item A. And item A has to do with the front yard setback along 4N, where the foundation was basically a continuation of the existing foundation, so there was no increased encroachment when this addition was built. There is a 512 pitch that was on the existing house. There is a reverse gable on the addition that was built that was also made 512. I feel it's somewhat de minimis that it doesn't meet the 612 because the ridge height aligns with the ridge height of the existing house. So there was, so it gives the appearance that it's a steeply pitched roof from the street. The two items remaining are obviously gross floor area, which is now tremendously exceeded from our last appearance before the board because basements that are over 7 foot are now included in the square foot calculation. Prior, we were only 140 square feet over, and now we're 4,100 square feet over because of the new code for basements. And the second item is lot coverage, where our addition plus the garage now makes us, now makes us 33.21% lot coverage instead of the required 28. So we are requesting variances for these three items that, and we hope that you will consider our application and look upon it positively.
We definitely appreciate your attention to the reductions. You know, it always puts us in a little bit of a challenging situation when things are existing, right? Because what I would like to say if this were a proposed application was, well, I'd be on board with this if you take the basement height down, but it's already there. So we don't really have any option, you know, we're sort of backed into a corner. May I see the elevations, please? Anybody, feel free to ask questions if you have them.
So how many bedrooms does the house have total?
It has a total of 6.
6 bedrooms.
There are going to be 4 children. There's the parents, and then the grandparents live with them.
Okay, and then I got 2 bathrooms, and then 1 bathroom in the master?
No, there's 5 bathrooms,
Okay.
1 for the master. There'll be one that the grandparents will have a room with their own private bath.
That's on the first floor?
It could be the first floor or the second floor, because there's a private bath also on the second floor.
That's okay. Okay, so 6 bedrooms.
They're filling them in.
And 5 bathrooms.
Correct.
Yeah, they're willing to fill them in.
Is there a bathroom in the basement?
No, the basement's completely been gutted of any work except for the front area where there will be a playroom for the children. And I can do that because it's less than 7 feet. And the building code allows me to, on existing, to make it usable if it's 6'8" or higher. But it still doesn't count towards the gross floor area.
Okay. you have any questions, Will?
What did we say was gonna be in the basement?
Nothing.
Unfinished. Nothing.
Laundry, do you have machines down there?
Laundry's on the first floor.
Okay.
This is strictly gonna be a storage space.
Okay. No plumbing.
Yeah, and I still need the basement because I gotta access the plumbing on the first floor in order to be able to effect repairs and so on and so forth.
Well, and it's already there.
Yeah.
Any other questions from board members? Anyone in the audience here to speak on this application? Excuse my candy eating, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It pays to be last.
Not gonna laugh, I think we have one more.
Oh, I didn't see that, I'm sorry.
Sue, is there any correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion? Decision. Public hearing is closed, and the decision is forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you so much.
Next hearing is holdover number 3, Appeal 24-405, Dutt and Sita Patori, 147 West Avenue, Hicksville. Thank you, hi. Could you just raise your right hand, sir?
I do.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
And your name and address, please.
Dutt Patori, 147 West Avenue, Hicksville, New York, 11801.
Can you just turn the microphone down to you? Thank you. Thank you.
There you go. Perfect, thank you.
Got my spelling right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm here with reference to my appeal number 124-405, variance to construct second floor addition does not have a minimum required side yard setback of 8 feet. 8 feet required, proposed setback is 4.9. Encroachment of ave and gutters and addition does not have the minimum required aggregate side yard for 20 feet, and proposed aggregate side at 14.8 feet. My appeal is that second floor addition building is straight up and with the codes and in line with the existing building. It's not like no encroaching side yards. That's it, I want to say.
It's going over the existing footprint of the house.
Yes, that's it. And I have enough backyard, like over 100 feet. Front, I have more than 50 feet. So,
Good.
Very good.
Any questions from the board?
What's the square footage of the house gonna be now?
School square footage. Michael's looking it up.
984 on the second floor, and 1,200 on the first floor.
So around 2,100.
2,100, approximately 22.
Basement is,
Existing basement, not finished, not heated, not habitable, no plumbing. I don't see the ceiling height.
you know how high the ceiling is in the basement? You know what the height of the ceiling is in the basement?
maybe 6 feet. I can
No.
touch it. I'm not sure how much it is, but I can touch it. I'm 5'5", so I can touch
So it doesn't, so it won't count towards the GFA.
Right.
All right.
it. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
You're fine.
Did great.
Any other questions from anybody on the board? Anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on this application? The answer is no. Correspondence.
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends
Thank you very
local
much.
determination.
Okay.
Decision, the public hearing is closed, and the decision from the board will be forwarded.
Thank
to
you again.
Thanks. Have a
Good night,
Thank
good
you.
night. Good night.
Take a, we have to have, yes, but not until we vote on everything. Do you need a break? Madam,
No, you, what time is it?
It's 5 to 9.
you want to take a few minutes, or you're good?
We can plow, it's fine.
Sure.
I'm fine.
Ready to vote? All
I have a couple of reserve decisions to go through too. You sure? Okay.
right. I run a tight ship. Let's go.
I
Hang on, let me get to the top of our list here.
think so.
Okay. Hearing number 1, appeal number 25-2, Melissa Reel, This was the fire pit and shed, Mike Palumba's application. The gazebo on the one side, the shed was on the other, the fence,
And the fence has gotta move.
and the fence, he's moving the fence?
He's gotta move to the property line, it's not on the property line.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So I guess you gotta put that in there?
What'd you lose?
Okay, may I have a motion? Anyone want to move this one?
I'll make it.
Okay, can I have a second? Okay, all in favor?
Alright.
Any opposed? The ayes have it, so
So we're
moved.
going right through?
Yeah, we are.
Sorry.
Hearing number 2, appeal number 25-13, Michael Dugan, 38 Polo Road. This was the roofed over the front porch.
I'll move this.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 3, appeal 25-17, Adam Lapidus. I think this, okay,
And we have 2 letters of consent.
yes, I will move this.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it, so moved. Appeal number 25-25, Ian St. George, 577 Parkside Boulevard, Massapequa.
He said he's gonna move the fence, the fence at the front of the house back 6 foot. So I guess we gotta write that in there?
So if you're okay with it where it is, he'll be approved at this, and then any improvement that he makes, he will be allowed to do. If he comes forward to the house, in front of the house, he won't be able to. Moving it back doesn't create a new variance, it actually makes the variance better.
I'm confused. He said he was gonna move the fence back 6 foot.
He
Right.
will.
So we don't put that in there?
Back behind the house, no, because he would be approved right up to the front of
The
the
front?
house. If he goes back even farther,
You don't need approval?
they don't care. Well, because it doesn't create any variance at all.
Okay.
Coming in front of the house would. The other way, I would have to have a whole new description.
Okay, he has 4 letters of consent. And
Okay, well,
neighbors had similar with the gazebos and we pointed out.
okay, so the decorative bench was something that was just,
Yeah, I mean, you could vote on it, but it was a little.
Yeah.
It's a bench.
should just cross it.
so we'll
yeah.
just,
I'm sure
Just
it's not
leave it in.
cemented
Okay.
in.
Just leave it.
we'll
in.
just vote on it because it can't hurt. All right, anyone want to move this application?
Also to maintain
It-
Right.
Correct.
Well, because it
right.
was a fireplace, so it
Yeah,
might
so
be,
it's
it
like
might be stationary, they might not be able to move it.
So now you can sit on it.
Right.
Okay, I'll vote on it. I will put this in.
Kathy said sit on it. Sit on it, Potsy. All right, we're getting silly. All in
Who's
favor?
second? Wait, who's second?
Flo seconded it.
Flo?
All in favor?
you, Flo.
Any opposed? The ayes have it, so moved. Next is hearing number 5, appeal number 25-97, Jeffrey and Laura Hulse. This was the in-ground swimming pool.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Sorry. This is the in-ground swimming pool. They purchased the house in 2023. They're putting in a swimming pool and a hot tub and partially existing fence and a proposed fence. This was okay.
I think
Anyone?
it's fine, I'll move it.
Okay,
I'll
Kathy will
second.
move it, Lisa will second it, all in favor? Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 6, Anthony Curcio. This is the best presentation we saw all night.
And I
without question.
definitely will move this. I went and saw the house, and I will move it.
Okay, I will gladly second it, all in favor? Any opposed? The ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 7, appeal number 25-115, Andrea Hartwig. This is yet another swimming pool. Proposed pool equipment is close to the house, shed, and fence. This was okay. Mr. Schumacher had the application. Does anybody have any questions or comments about this one?
I don't.
Anyone want to move the application? Flo will move it.
I'll
second.
it.
Okay,
Lisa
so
will
second.
second it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it, so moved. Next is hearing number 8, appeal number 24-401. This is an amendment to an original variance. Had this not been an original variance, I believe that they wouldn't need to be back before the board at all. I will move this.
Okay, I'll second.
All in favor? Any opposed? The ayes have it, so moved. Okay, hearing 24-550, Jerome Sauer. This is our 2 front door situation. I mean, I think we vetted this out as much as we possibly could at this point. I think I saw him sweat. Anybody have any issue with this one? No? I'll move it.
Okay, I'll second.
Okay, and all in favor? Any opposed? The ayes have it, so moved. Now, hearing number 11. Appeal
I'll tell you
number,
right now, I'm in no. He didn't know, he had to turn to the guy and say, does this one have a garage? Does this
Yeah.
one have a garage?
does this
Yeah.
one
Well,
Yeah.
have a
wasn't he-
garage?
But he
But they're gonna
was,
live there.
but he
Yeah.
was the brother,
It was 14
right? Was that
brothers.
correct?
No, he said he's going to move there from Richmond, Queens.
Right.
Uh,
And the whole
I,
reduced the height in the basement, he said, well, what if
Yeah,
somebody
he's-
tall
yeah.
wants to go down?
right, what if somebody 9
Well,
feet tall
first he
comes
said
over?
he didn't mind about bringing it down.
All right.
Right.
Listen, if I were inclined to vote for it at all, it would be certainly against the roof pitch, certainly against the cellar entrance. But if Flo would like to make a motion against, we
I'll make a
can,
motion against.
let's poll the board. Lisa?
Against.
Against.
Brian? Against? Okay.
He didn't offer any, we allowed him to, and the expedited didn't help him any, saying, well, take away he didn't. That's what he wants.
So I'm going to move it, but I just want to make a little bit of a record.
Yes.
So what we heard and what we know is that this is a building that's much larger than the average home in Hicksville. It's outsized for the neighborhood, so it's not in character with what exists on the block and in the area around it. This is a self-created hardship. They bought the home recently, they said that on the record, so they knew full well the size of the house and all of the existing rules and codes of the town of Oyster Bay, and bought it anyway, and yet come in here asking for relief.
And the roof pitch was an issue that you were, looked at the elevations on, and that's self-created as well.
That is absolutely true, and the roof pitch is totally out of line with the character of 4.5, 4 to 5. So we have multiple reasons to deny it, and I will therefore move to deny this application. Anybody want to second my motion? Flo Girardi, seconding. All in favor to deny?
Aye.
Ayes have, any opposed? The ayes have it, so moved. Hearings number 12 and 13 we heard together. Appeal number 25-82 and 25-83. The applicant acknowledged on the record that she understands this is supposed to be all one home. There will be no divisions. All of the
Oh,
IDs.
wonderful.
And we did even ask about the office that was present in the back, and she said that is going to no longer be an office, but rather sort of a
Mudroom.
wardrobe,
Yeah.
mudroom type of thing. I'm comfortable moving this. May I have a
Okay.
second?
I will.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? The ayes have it, so moved. Hearing 25,
I didn't write that.
Oh.
Moved it?
Myself,
Kathy and Flo?
second, yeah. Oh, no, Kathy, Alyssa. Rebecca.
I think,
Rebecca moved it.
I think I moved it, and
Yes,
Kathy
and I
seconded
seconded
it.
it.
Sorry, I'm going
Kathy
fast.
seconded it?
Yes,
I'm sorry, my
I
fault.
apologize. No, it's my fault. I'll slow down a little. I told the guys outside I'd be done by 9, so I only have 1 minute.
She has a contest.
Hearing number 14, appeal number 25-18, Ross Masler. This is in Old Bethpage. It's an existing vinyl fence, an existing shed, and an existing, so you're going to get that recalculated, though, so we get our money. Okay. This, to me, looked fine other than that.
Okay.
I'll
Mr.
second.
Griffin will move it.
So,
Lisa will second
Brian,
it.
you're going to move it? Okay, and who's going to second?
I did.
Oh, thank you, Lisa.
You're
I didn't
welcome.
hear that.
Okay, all in favor? Any opposed? The ayes have it, so moved. Next is hearing number 15, appeal number 24-570, Naveen Nagaraj. This is the one that's on Main Parkway East.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a little difficult to understand where everything was, but I think once we got it, it seemed fine, right? There's no issues here.
Yeah.
Flo, you're okay with it? I know you had some questions. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Yes,
So
is
he's
there-
able to turn, to commit, and the fence is not in the way.
Okay, I am happy
If you
to.
want, we could call Schumacher back in.
And he would come. I'll move it.
Okay, I'll second it. So that's Kathy and Rebecca. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 16, Appeal 25-16, Devin Lockman. Now, here we have this existing cellar entrance. The fence is fine. I don't know what we do about this.
He has 7 letters of consent.
You had 7 letters of consent?
Yep,
Well, I hate to say this, but a little bit of that.
you can say it.
Go ahead.
Well, being it's not Hicksville, I don't think you have the problem of, 40 people moving in.
Well, apparently you got the problem of people making whoopee in their cars next to the house.
Yeah.
That's not one I've heard on the record before.
So bizarre. I didn't know what he was talking
They
about.
were just, smoking a little.
Oh, maybe.
See, that's where your mind is.
Thank you, Flo. Thank you.
All right. I mean, it's existing, it's been there. Anyone have any problem with this?
I don't, honestly, no.
No, I
No?
have no problem.
Okay, all right, so who would like to
If the
move it?
letters of consent, I'll move it.
Okay, and can I have a second from someone?
I'll second.
Kathy, all in favor? Any opposed? The ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 18, appeal number 25-5, Cindy and Joseph Tavy. She came in by herself for the application. I think this is fine.
Yep. I'll move it.
Is that
Okay.
Flo?
Yes.
Yes, Flo and Brian.
Yes.
All in favor? The ayes have it. So moved. Hearing number 19.
It's the one with the house across the street. You have the pictures, the photos.
Yeah, same house being built, 40 square foot smaller.
Well, I'll move it.
I mean, there's no cellar entrance.
Yeah, correct.
There's no separation in the basement. It is supportable to me within what is existing in the neighborhood, if nobody has a problem.
I
All
don't.
right. You said you were gonna move it, Flo.
I'll
All
move
right.
Is that Flo?
That is, I will second it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 20, appeal number 24-328. This is Karen Green and her poor mom, and her generator to keep her mom healthy.
So it's a hardship.
Hardship, I will
Yes.
move it.
Second.
Rebecca and who?
And Flo?
Brian.
Thank you.
Brian, I don't know.
I
Brian.
know, I can't distinguish the voice. Sorry. Okay, the twins.
by piecework.
You have the same, okay. So
Okay.
was it Brian or, thank you.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it, so moved. We have holdover hearing number 1, Barbara Waters. I keep wanting to say Barbara Walters. Barbara Waters,
Barbara Wawa.
12 Stuyvesant Avenue, Bethpage. So we've established that the deck is not a problem. I know that's something that the current chairwoman always inquires about, and so I'm comfortable with this if everybody else is. I'll move it. Lisa will move it. And I will second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it, so moved. Hearing holdover number 2, appeal 24-428, Victoria Ho. All right, so it's a struggle because it is a very oversized home. However, they did really, really heed our request for scaling it back. They have completely gutted the basement, so there's nothing in there and not even any plumbing, so it really should not ever be finished in any way other than it is. They're
in the basement entrance.
and,
Oh,
and
that-
at
yes.
expense to themselves, filled in the basement entrance as well as, I think, a couple of other things that they had to backfill with cement. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
did away with the window wells.
So I think, I'm comfortable at this point with this application. Does anybody feel differently?
No, I think
No,
they've
it's
come through.
Already done.
Okay. I will move it. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.
All in favor? Any opposed? The ayes have it, so moved. Hearing holdover number 3, our friend, Mr. Paturi, appeal number 24-405, and his low ceiling basement.
I'll move this one.
Kathy will move it.
I'll second.
Lisa will second it. All in favor? Any opposed? The ayes have it, so moved. We have extensions of time, which I'm going to move all as one application, especially with the current economic conditions, which we're not going to have any political discussion about at all. We need to give people extra time to get their, thanks, Don. We need to give people time to get their ducks in a row. So I will move the extensions of time.
Second.
Flo will second. Okay, and that is a complete calendar, except you had a few things you wanted to bring back. What do we have? Your time to shine, Susan.
So the first one is Appeal 25-11, 15 Stone Place, Farmingdale. Kathy was gonna go out and inspect this, which she did, she went to the property.
I did.
Kathy didn't tell them, I guess there was a neighbor that wasn't come in, worried about that there were 2 cabanas, but
That was not true, absolutely not true. The cabana is not built yet. I met the Expediter is their architect, and he was there also with the homeowners. They allowed me to go into the backyard, and he showed me where the gazebo was going to be placed. What was explained to me is that the gazebo, what the neighbors saw, not from their windows, but how it was written, that they needed two, the size of the gazebo that they're putting in needed two.
Two variances, so it's listed under B for side yard.
Correct.
And then it's listed again under E because it's calculated in the lot coverage. The neighbor must have seen it listed twice and thought there were gonna be two separate cabanas.
Is it the Farmingdale one?
Yes.
Yeah, no, apparently the hot tub has a cover.
That's correct. How did you know that? That's right.
And it looks like a gazebo when it's not.
But it's
Then it
as
goes back
big as a
down.
card table. I mean, it's not, and it's like telescope, it's like not a big awning, and it's not up all the time. It's covered when the hot tub is not in use. But it could have been, they were reading this. You cannot see from their yard into, they're way up high. It's it's a lovely piece of property, but I didn't see anything wrong with it. And the biggest, and I did take pictures, and anybody wants to see them, there were 3 small sheds on the side of the house, and the neighbor on that side, there's one up high neighbor, and then alongside, and it's all overgrown trees. I thought it was like park property or something, but someone lives there, and they were the ones complaining about the 3 sheds. The sheds are very narrow, tiny, Rubbermaid sheds, and they are up against the fence, but when you walk into their gate is at least a section of fence, like 6 foot, and from the shed to the house is 10 feet. It wouldn't be a problem for fire apparatus to get through or anything like that, and they're movable. But the pictures that I took, what made my decision, and I'm going to totally explain it to you, and you can vote on this, but the people that were complaining about the plastic sheds have 2 sheds that look like garages. They're as large as, like, homemade built, I know, and I'm like, this is so, I couldn't understand it, but I will show you the photos, and.
What was this, last week when I wasn't?
You were absent.
Okay, so here, it's on my phone. So these are these.
Yeah.
They're little tiny, okay, and this is their very large fence, which opens up, and between the sheds and the side of the house is at least 10 feet.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the hoop. These are the people, that's the size of their shed. One even has like a cupola on it, or whatever cupola, that's what I meant. Here's the top.
Cupola.
Look, here's the top of their shed.
All right.
It's as big as a garage.
So would you like to move this application?
I certainly would.
All right, I will happily second it. All in favor? Aye, the ayes have it. So moved. Finally, hearing number 3, appeal number 24-552. This we asked for them to fix the roof pitch, and guess what they did?
They did, they removed the roof pitch completely, and, yes, they got rid of the roof pitch, and they got rid of the front, balcony that you didn't like, and that is completely eliminated.
Oh, that big stucco
Yeah,
house?
they got rid of everything they did, everything that you asked them to do.
I will gladly move it. May I have
That
a
was like,
second?
how many years ago?
Lisa seconded it. All in favor?
Wait, who moved it?
I moved it, Lisa seconded it, and then the parent-child, Flo and I did, and we had a time.
Great work. Thank you,
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Brian, thank you for giving Sal a shout-out to that.
Everybody, happy Easter.
Thank you, happy Easter, Brian.